It is September 18th. About 7 o'clock. The cornfield is getting picked to my west. This is my first night in. I've been waiting for cool temperatures. The last month we've been getting pictures of a nice 170 buck we call Big Louie. He's been coming in here and been down in this feed. He's been coming out right at last light to come behind me to get a drink in some other trees across the road. With the harvest and the kids playing over here in the landowner's backyard, it may not happen tonight, but I'm in here to see if I can get an eye on Big Louie. I'm hoping at last light he'll decide to step out for a shot. So it's about 10 or 15 degrees cooler than it has been in this last week, opening week of Kansas archery muzzleloader season. We're in the tree. We'll see what happens. Well, it's the evening of September 19th. I'm headed in on a buck named Big Louie. I hunted him last year. I got pictures of him all year. Last evening I sat in a tree stand overlooking a feed field, and he was bedded in there. Came out at last light. Didn't quite make it to me. I'm going to get a little more aggressive. I got my turkey chair. I'm going to make a little ground blind in the feed. Try to get within bow range tonight. Getting aggressive because the feed's going to be chopped in the next week or so. I talked to the landowner, so might be risking it, but you got to do that when you only have a few days. So we're going to go after him before he moves. Hopefully it works out. Well, it is September 20th. I'm headed in for the third night in a row for a buck named Big Louie. He's a beautiful 10 that we had pictures of all last year, and he broke half of his rack off, so he got the free pass. He's big this year. He put on about 15 inches probably, and he's coming out of a feed field, and he's crossing a wheat stubble field to go to corn right at last light. He came out 2 different spots in the last 2 nights, so I wasn't able to be in the right spot, but if I keep after it, I think I'll pick the right spot. So we're going to see what happens here and sneak in, get settled in. Hopefully everything works out. I pulled a smooth move tonight, and I always wear my Crocs to the field because I change clothes when I get to the field. I dress in the field. Unfortunately, my boots are still on the back porch, so I am in my Crocs tonight, and unfortunately this isn't the first time. For some reason I need to just leave an extra set of boots in my pickup, so we're going to go in, and luckily it's warm, and we'll see what happens. Well, it is September 21st. It is the 4th night that I'll be hunting Big Louie. He was a no-show last night. I had seen him the 2 previous nights come out of this feed field, and he headed west toward corn. He was a no-show last night. I didn't know what happened, but I checked my trail camera on the neighbors where I have another tree stand, and he was there at 8:30 last night, so that explains his not showing up last night. So I have pictures of him again this morning at 5:30 by my tree stand here by the cane, and I'm hoping he went back to bed to his normal spot and is back on his feeding pattern to corn. So I'm hoping like heck it works tonight. I'm going in right now to set up, and it's fairly windy, so I'll be able to get in pretty quiet and see what happens. Usually he shows up about 8 o'clock, so I'm crossing my fingers. Well, it is Monday, September 21st, and I went out hunting this evening after Big Louie for the 4th night in a row, and I had almost given up hope. It was last shooting light, and he showed up, and I ranged him at 60 yards, dialed my sight to 60, let the arrow fly, and heard a really hollow thud, and it sounded like a good chest shot. He reacted and ran north as hard as he could, like he was hit hard, and I tried to run to the hill and see if I could figure out where he was going, and he was no longer skyline, so he kind of blended in with the field, and I just couldn't see, and I didn't want to go after him anymore, so I just backed out. And man, he's a stud, but unfortunately we got to wait till tomorrow to go look for him. He's a really good deer, and I can't push him, so luckily I got permission from the boss to go out in the morning and take a look. So hopefully he's down. We'll see. What are we gonna do, buddy?
Oh my, we're not recording.
Well, it is the morning of September 22nd, and we are out to look for a monster whitetail that we have some history with, and I got my best tracking buddy with me, and hit him last night at last light. We're going to look.